must be using an electromagnetic pulse. If I can just bypass all this alien circuitry... Hold on.
Shen?
It's not accepting the transfer. Interface ready. The system is overriding my command.
Shen!
Right.
Emergency power online.
Someone get me a damage report.
We've got a problem.
Only one?
They've just dropped some sort of spike outside. It's generating the same type of pulse that knocked us out of the sky.
They don't want us. They want the ship. Isn't there some way you can override it?
Not from here. I can't get our engines online while it's out there.
Commander, we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Destroying that spike is our only chance at getting out of here. We can't let the aliens take this ship.
We're going down, Commander. UFO contact has disabled our systems. Brace yourselves. Commander, we can't afford to let this operation get away from us. Even if it means sending our wounded forces back into combat. We have to succeed at all costs.
Alright, Operation Soaring Whale, which I guess perhaps it should be called Plummeting Whale. We need to worry about more than usual with the loadout for this, so I'm gonna make a cut because I've wounded soldiers or just other soldiers on the roster will be sent in as reinforcements, which means I need to worry about everyone's equipment. So yeah, I will see you in a sec. Something I wanted to mention. Since we have done the introductory mission for the Alien Rulers DLC, we can now upgrade our funky Alien Hunters weapons. So we can get straight to Plasma Boltcaster, Shadow Keeper. We can even skip the intermediate steps here. So the sort of laser equivalent is the magnetic, ionic, and enhanced. But because we've got plasma tech, we can jump straight to the good stuff. So we're definitely doing that. As Steve's gonna have a fucking field day with that crossbow, that boltcaster. I mean, we've got a lot of supplies, so we might end up upgrading to plasma rifles as well. It's all very exciting. Okay, after much deliberation, I have got everyone sorted out. We've upgraded Tom DS's weapon to have an advanced scope and a repeater. Sharon now has the same, she's in the background with the same kit. What else have I done? Obviously we've upgraded from laser rifles to plasma, magnetic rifles I should say, to plasma rifles. I think I said laser earlier as well, that's XCOM 1. We've got the amazing plasma Boltcaster, that's going to be exciting. John Carr sticking the EMP round, the blue screen rounds again, because there's always a shitload of mechs on this mission. I like that they produced an entirely new loading screen for this special mission. Oh yeah, ionic axes for Joe the Doe as well. Looking pretty rad.
Menace 1-5, situation critical. Primary Avenger systems are offline and hostiles are moving to engage. Shen, any updates?
Commander, we've got a critical system failure. The Avenger is dead in the water. I'm diverting reserve power to the scanners, and they're picking up a powerful radiation source nearby. We need to locate and destroy whatever it is disrupting our systems.
We may have a bigger problem, Commander. We're picking up heavy comm traffic. Dozens of Advent transports are inbound on our position, and they've got battleships in tow. The aliens are sending everything they've got. We have to get this ship off the ground, or we may not make it out of this one.
Alright, so Joe the Doe obviously has Phantom Ranger, so we're doing a bit of scouting with him first. My ultimate plan here is to have Joe the Doe remain in concealment but move up to a position where he has eyes on the objective, and John Carr can hammer it from all the way back at base. And in the meantime, everyone else is going to set up and make a sort of a sort of a hard defensive line along here that will hopefully keep them at bay, because if they get onto the ramp and remain there for a turn, we insta-lose, which is really gross. I don't think they tend to just like cheese it and try and run and ignore you on the ramp, but I'm not sure. So I reckon azimuth is good. Probably here. Well, I don't know. He wants to not have to move very often or at all, so I think he is good.
Here I come.
JC2K.
I'm on it.
Let's be a little further forward. Now, got our 2 grenadiers to think about. I think, off message here. In fact, off message and Take Iris can both sort of chill here, and then you can move them out from there if they need to go anywhere.
Affirmative, scanning now. Come get some. Moving to Overwatch.
So that's 2 pods on top of each other, I think, which is gross. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so the weapon upgrades we just did, they're contingent on certain tech.
Reinforcements in from the Avengers reserves.
Ooh, Winger. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, they're contingent on having certain technology unlocked, just in the way that shotguns, snipers, and regular rifles work differently. So we couldn't get the plasma axes because we don't have the equivalent tech tier of the sword. And I think we're missing tech for maybe one or the other. Oh no, we've got the plasma bolt caster, and we could get the plasma pistol, but we lacked the, I think it was Illyrium. Not quite sure what to do with Winger. It's always tempting to rush someone out here and put them in a tower like that, but it's actually super exposed and not that beneficial. I would like Winger to have line of sight on this, if possible.
It is clear.
For when Joe the Doe gets up there. Now we could start causing mischief here, because they can't see us, but we can see them. So I'm pretty partial to that idea. Question is, who's the most irritating target? What's the best shot? Shield bearer we'd need to shred down first, so I won't bother with them yet. Lancers are annoying, and it's the best shot, so that seems like a no-brainer to me. We'll trigger this pod, and maybe they'll run into some Overwatch. Ooh, and it's a crit. It's so odd seeing John use a sniper rifle. He usually just carries it around like a sort of flag bearer with a pole. Right, is that... yeah, they've moved into range of some stuff. Ooh, I kind of wish I'd put Tom Diaz on Guardian Overwatch now. Could cause some mischief here by moving up with off message and popping a grenade down, but we'd be at risk of triggering another pod, which would be no bueno. So instead we'll just take a guaranteed kill on this Elite Lancer, because superior stocks are OP. But he hits it anyway. Always off message, for fuck's sake. It's almost annoying. I'd say it's just like makes no sense. So I don't especially want to hit that Codex unless I can hit it with something quite high damage. I think what I'll do is give some Overwatch to JC2K, since he's used his AP, and put a Guardian Overwatch down.
On Overwatch.
Azimuth, I think, we'll do a similar thing for off message. Give him some Overwatch. And then go on Overwatch himself. Tegalarius can't see anything currently. My concern is that the codecs won't trigger any of this Overwatch because it'll just blink. But then that's threat assessment Overwatch that works on actions like shooting as well. So, and JC2K has blue screen rounds which will be effective against the codecs. So I think that's a reasonable course of action. We'll just go on Overwatch because of his buddies at the back there. Winger can't do anything except Overwatch. And with, again, maybe we get discovered with Joe the Doe. That would be unfortunate, but I want him to shoot back if he does. Now, here we go. Oh, misses with this first Overwatch, so no Guardian. It's upsetting.
Adjusting aim.
Fucking Archons, so hard to hit. Another miss. Landed something good there though. On the Lancer maybe. Poisoned it with Winger, that's nice. 3 damage miss. Oh, here we go. Let's see how this thing performs. Just as soon as the XCOM engine catches up with itself. Anytime now. Anytime at all. What just happened? Oh, we missed that as well. Son of a bitch.
It's still moving.
Foolishly trying to shoot Tom DS when we've long since established that he can't be hit by conventional weapons. Yeah, it's annoying. I was kind of hoping that would be prevented, but they've got no Overwatch. It looks like Joe the Doe is going to have to go loud though. So, what have we actually got here? We're probably going to want to pop a Mimic Beacon down because they're all up on our shit and our Overwatch was just fucking awful. I kind of want to blow up some cover as well. And shred that guy. Blowing up this cover over here would be good. He's dead. He's just a dead man walking. 1 health, poisoned. So he's irrelevant, that Stun Lancer. It's just these 4. I'd like to go and flank this Codex. However, I both want a grenade and a Mimic Beacon. And that means both my grenadiers are occupied. Tom DS is just outside this mess. So I might move him out a bit and put him on Guardian. That might be decent. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I need one more action that I've got, basically. And a part of that is because I'm a man down. So, he's in a great position to suddenly pop out and go, surprise, motherfuckers! So, that's good. But, in fact, should we see... How much does the Ionic Axe do? 5 to 7. What would a rapid fire look like right now? I'd imagine it looks pretty great. For every kill made with a shotgun, your actions be refunded. I want to know if that works with rapid fire. It says kill made with your shotgun. It doesn't say kill made with a basic attack. So if maybe it won't let me trigger rapid fire after blocking serial. Who knows? Let's do the science because I really want to know the answer to that. It's gonna let me. So the question is, will it work? Will it blend? How about we get some damage on that first? So I'm going to move Winger here and hope it doesn't trigger any bullshit.
I'm going.
No bullshit. Good. We're going to take a lightning hands. That's excellent. Okay. It's poisoned it. That's great. Now I want to look at my options for a face-off. Maybe I might do that later. See about a shred first on the shield bearer. What are my odds like here? 75. 9 to 11. Yeah, I'm gonna... Oh. The thing is... Fuck it. Yeah, let's do it. 75. Let's reveal. That's 11. And...
They've seen me.
Now, if that refunds my actions, I'm going to be so goddamn happy.
Not too shabby.
Doesn't look like it has. No. Oh, that's bullshit. Badly worded abilities. Because that was a kill with my shotgun. But it means basic attack. Okay, no problem. We can live with that. What the what? That's... What? Why? What? Why is Azimuth in the ground halfway across the map? He's... What? That tile is still occupied. That's where Azimuth is supposed to be standing. It thinks he's still standing there as well, so God knows what's actually happening. What if I... Oh God, I don't even... Let's see what happens if we move him. I've never seen a bug like that before. That's very funky and fresh. Let's... Where's safe? Here's good enough. If I'm... Wait, can I get... Do I have vision of all of this because of him? What? That's a really confusing bug. I'm going to choose to ignore that codex for a bit, so we're going to move up and deploy Mimic Beacon.
On my way.
It's slightly upsetting that we didn't get our serial procced off that Archon dying, but, you know, I knew I was taking a risk by doing live testing, as it were. So let's get the thingy in the mix. Mimic Beacon. Don't like using one this early, but what can you do? Fucking Azimuth. Pop him up here.
Let's do this.
Oh, and he winks into existence in the correct position. Magical. Oh, I could probably have grappled up there to begin with. I could go right on the roof. We'll just reload for now. I'm not going to use that yet.
Reloaded.
JC2K can move up a smidge here.
Moving to position.
Okay, I like that. Now what I want to do is deny some cover, so let's move Tegularius up.
Here I come.
And deny some of that cover. Because this will allow some
Catch.
fun face-off action to occur. God, that's some good damage. Alright. Oh, is that because of volatile mix? Yeah, so good. Okay. Tom DS still needs to move. Kind of. Yeah, not sure where to put him. This is gonna blow up, so we gotta move. But I reckon here's a decent enough spot. Stick him on Overwatch.
What's over there? Got it covered.
Time for Winger to do a face-off, I guess. I doesn't need to use it yet, actually. So we'll just have a pop at the shield bearer at the back there. His face-off targets would have been that shield bearer and this lancer, who's going to die at the start of his turn, so he's an irrelevance. Let's try for a lightning hands on the Codex first, because if it lands, we'll split, and then we'll just have another target for face-off. Ooh, it's a crit. He must be on like 1 health? 2 health? 1 health, so it's actually not going to be more than one target. He's in less good cover now though, I think. Yeah, half cover, so what are our odds like on that shot? Pretty great. So I'm feeling good about this face-off. Let's do it. Dead. Dead. So nearly dead. Dead. Okay. That mimic beacon now looks like kind of a waste. I mean, it's not, because this guy could have done something nasty if the Overwatch misses. Tom DS has Overwatch, but certainly not any guarantee that he wouldn't run up and flank Joe the Doe and point blank crit him or something. No, Sectopod pod. Guardian. Good, he lands it, so we might get another Overwatch here. This is why I gave him the better scope. Doesn't look like Guardian triggered though. Sad. Alright then. Now we need to...
I'm sending reinforcements in from the Avengers reserves.
Who are we getting? We are getting generic soldier number 13, Jessica Hall. Well, Jessica Hall has exactly one interesting job.
Orders confirmed, on the move.
And that is shred the sector pod. There we go.
That armor's tough.
I'd like to look at a shutdown on that mech, but we're going to weaken it with EMP rounds first. Though we're going to still want more shredding before we attempt that. So it's Tecularius time, I think. Ooh, though he's the only one with a mimic beacon, so let's leave him to the end, huh? Let's not be crazy. Let's move up to Joe the Doe's position for a slightly better set of odds. And go for another shred. Looking good.
Deflection.
This would be a good time to find out whether we can dismiss some of these less impressive XCOM infantry units. So glad we held back on the face-off. Let's move up just a smidge.
I hope it's worth it.
If it triggers something, then okay, we'll use a movement beacon. It has not, so it is probably face-off clock. I'm not sure if there's anything I can shred with on someone whose actions I don't need. Doesn't look like it. I need Tom DS for combat protocol or haywire. Joe the Doe, obviously, much more valuable for damage. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have to just put up with it having two armor. So let's face off. Annoyingly, I didn't pay attention when I was placing Winger here, and he doesn't have a shot on this 1 health soldier. So that's irksome. That miss isn't important. That one is important.
That armor's tough.
Winter failing to hit anything that isn't the size of a barn is upsetting. Azimuth. I'm now sad that I didn't serial before reloading because I could have killed him, guaranteed. This is what you get when you don't carefully plan out your moves. We used Joe's serial in an experiment. Eesh, okay. I mean, none of this is that dangerous because we've got a Mimic Beacon in reserve, so it's not a huge deal, it's just slightly annoying. So let's weaken this sectopod as much as we can. Reduce its hack defense will probably let us shut it down.
Hit the plate.
What I'd really like to do is take it over, but you have to roll real good for that.
Hit the armor.
But it would be indispensably useful. So now that we've reduced its hack defense, let's see what our haywire looks like. Don't need to worry about using the first action for aid protocol because it's not off cooldown yet. %, and if we fail, meh, I'll just pop a Mimic Beacon down. That said, actually, we'll only absorb some of their damage, not all of it. It's a little bit of a risk. I mean, it would be super fun to have a sectopod stomping around the map for a bit, but we don't need to take the risk. 50-50 on a stun is good. Let's have one last look at its health, because maybe a combat protocol is a smart play here. It's not going to make an enormous amount of difference, is it? If I combat... Well, actually, Joe the Doe's still up. He could use his axe to polish that guy off. In fact, I could just... Ooh, okay. I'm having ideas. I'm having thoughts that involve Joe the Doe standing adjacent to this guy so that if he does anything he gets blade stormed, and Joe the Doe landing the killing blow on the sectopod. Because if we combat protocol the sectopod, that's 7 to 8 as opposed to 7 to 9. Maybe I should just do a regular attack then. And then 10 to 12. Yeah, I reckon Joe the Doe could kill that. Let's get some hardcore damage down with Azimuth. Oh man, I like that new crossbow. Boltcaster. Okay. Yeah, the weapon now does more damage than our combat protocol, even against robotics. I guess there's another gremlin tier to come, so that makes sense. Tempted by the option of leaving Tom DS for Guardian Overwatch. Right, let's see if this all goes totally shit up. He needs to be adjacent. I don't want him close enough to get a good shot off.
Seems doable.
Out of cover, but that's fine because of untouchable. Actually, you know what? He could be in cover and do this, because that's adjacent. So let's do that. I'm now going to wastefully burn run and gun to walk back, because I've changed my mind. Oops. Never do things live. Not that this is live, but you know what I mean. So I'd have to land both of my 65% to kill the sectopod and get untouchable. So really I need to... Christ. Do I take the risk, the 74, to shred it down? Fuck it. Let's take the risk. 74%. Good. That shreds it. That means we don't need to land both of our rapid fires, which puts our chance of success much Much higher. 65%. Let's have a go. Oh fuck, I've just noticed that Joe needs to reload. Oh my god. Oh no, it's fine. But it's not fine because he missed both his shots, which is bullshit. So that went awfully suddenly. That suddenly just turned right the fuck around on us. How much HP is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 7, right? So this can't fail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There must be a better way to count hit points than this. I've just never done it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This shouldn't be able to fail, he says.
I think you should see this.
There we go. I'm hoping Bladestorm protects us here. What? It just didn't trigger. Amazing. This game. Oh, for fuck's sake. Bladestorm just straight up not triggering there. Fantastic. Love bugs like that. And now we're going to get flanked. Oh my god, how did that miss? Well, something weird and buggy happening is leading to all kinds of problems. But then things weird and improbable are happening that work in our favour. How are these shots missing? None of that makes any fucking sense. Azimuth needs to move before he gets burnt to a crisp. So let's get some high ground. Oh, the fire's now burned out anyway. But this is good. I want him here. It's time for some fuck you. That's what it's time for. 84%. This guy at the back can do one. Yeah. Alright. I like this new podcaster. It's a bit good. Now then. No one has face off at this point, do they? It's all been used. That's fine though. Let us... wow, run and gun will be really useful here. Oops. It's fine, we've got turns to spare. Start mopping up.
Happy now?
I'm happier. I'm still annoyed about that Bladestorm. But considering they then missed two
One down, thousands to go.
totally out of cover and no extra defense shots, that was really lucky. I mean, Steve gets extra defense from his spider suit. Tom DS, I guess, is just Tom DS and just is, you know, just warps space and time around himself. Well, for the moment,
Ready to rock.
I think we're going to use our breathing space to
Finally.
get reloads and maybe do a spot of healing. I'll have to be next turn.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, I'll go.
Off message needs to reload. Jessica Hall can sit here
Moving to position.
and get ready to spam grenades downrange. JC2K is going to be on Overwatch. And so we'll off message for now. Joe the Doe will take his free reload.
Back in.
And I don't want to move forwards now and cause myself grief, so we'll just Overwatch.
Scanning.
Here's something on the right.
Commander, I'm sending reinforcements in from the Avengers reserves. More of them coming in.
Ooh, reinforcements starting to drop as well. That's going to be fun.
The situation just got worse. Resistance outposts are reporting enemy transports on the move across this region. They're getting ready for an all-out assault.
Okay, this is going to be fun then. I really need to retrieve that loot, so we're going to run interrupt. It's probably going to trigger something. Yeah, there it is. But loot is pretty important. Illyrium core, superior scope. Superior scope, that's a big deal. And the data cache because we're out of intel. Yeah, that was worth it.
I've got it.
We now have to cut through a not inconsiderable amount of bullshit, though. Winger's going to want to duck back for cover.
What's over there?
Steve Mumford, you are
Ready to go.
somewhat out of position, so we'll just be overwatching this shit down, I guess.
Come get some.
74%, 70%, 6 to 8, 3 to 6. Yeah. Jessica Hall, your actions are not particularly useful beyond your ability to deploy grenades. So let's deploy grenades and get this cover on the Viper gun.
Bombs away!
Cool. Okay. Really gonna want to get rid of that Archon. So with that said, what's the axe damage like? 5 to 7. So about a 50-50 of actually killing this thing. Let's
Heading out.
pop ourselves into full cover. Take our 75%. If we miss, Joe the Doe can polish it off with an axe and become untouchable. But we ain't missing.
What did you expect?
Ooh, permission. Excellent. Okay. So let's soften this target somewhat. 70% miss.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Disappointment. And then minimum damage roll when we hit 3 to 6. Roll to 3. Fucking great. Okay, so yeah. I think a flashbang would possibly be in order. It'll do a little bit of damage, but it'll keep him at arm's length. Could we kill it? Ooh, got a sniper who's just arrived, who probably won't hit anything, but I mean it's worth a punt. Hey! I mean it's a dodge graze, 3 damage, but whatever.
Scratch them.
Damage is damage. It's free. Enjoy it. Yeah, I might just flashbang this guy down. I kind of want Tom DS over here with a Guardian Overwatch on these idiots when they land. So that's where he's going.
I'm trusting you here. On Overwatch.
Tegularius will flashbang this guy down for safety. And Joe the Doe will pop himself here. Doesn't have a shot from there. And that's flanky. Be flanked. Does have a shot from here and here. They're quite long. But that's not necessarily
I can handle that.
a problem. 43%. Versus 228s. I'd rather roll the single 43 at the moment. Nah, that's fine. He's flashbang down. Minimal threat.
Missed.
Now hopefully Tom DS's Guardian Overwatch triggers and makes this shit regret ever landing on my battlefield. Hopefully. Oh, there's only 2 of them. Okay. I think they're already regretting it. Ooh, looks good. God, that's so much damage. Dodge graze on an officer. That's annoying. Tom DS. Get a second shot at all? No. Unfortunate. He's just running. Nope, he's coming back. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's shooting at Tom DS. Ooh. Fucking hell. Right, so when Tom DS is stood in the open, there's no problem. When he's being shot through cover by a flashbanged opponent, then he gets hit. Never put Tom DS in cover. This is the lesson I'm taking away from this. Now, do we heal or do we focus on putting damage down? Let's leave that decision for the end. So, Jessica Hall, where are you? Because when I first saw you come out, I was like, this is a very unimportant change. But actually, it frees up action economy on my important grenadiers. Off message to take Hilarious. Allowing me to blow up cover for free, which is a big deal. So let's make our lives a bit easier here. Let's smash this down. Yeah, I like it.
Catch!
I was slightly concerned that it might blow up my cover here, but it seems to be okay. Okay, this gives us a decent... Right, I want to get this Archon to fuck off. Right, so now a face-off might kill that Archon. Let's leave them in reserve for now. They have Long Watch. No, they've just got Squad Overwatch. Okay, they're like a rookie squaddy. Okay. What are the odds like on... on Winger's shot there? Pretty bad. Let's try and take the officer out. Yeah, nice. Okay. Now we know we want to take out this Viper with this squaddy. Dodge graze. Disappointing.
That won't do it.
Yeah, thanks for the feedback. So that shield bearer is just out of range of John Carr, which is annoying. Let's... I don't want to burn lightning hands or face off yet. Let's pop this guy. Gone with the wind.
X-ray neutralized.
And second attack, drop the Viper.
Target neutralized.
Hang on a minute. Combat protocol does 4 damage and it ignores armor, so that's a nice way to root that guy out without having to actually do much of anything. Screw it. I mean, we've dealt with the Sectopod, and our main weapon does more damage than combat protocol against robotics right now anyway. Let's just get the guaranteed kill. There he goes. This frees up Azimuth to heal Tom DS twice. He's going to be in the sick bay for a while.
Hillbot coming through.
Hilarious could move up a bit so that these more in ranged users flashbang and serial and put beacons down and stuff.
Affirmative.
Off message. I mean, I don't want to rock the boat now. I'm pretty out of actions, so we'll just reload in Overwatch.
Ready to rock. Come and get some.
Things stay reasonably chill. Then we'll move Joe the Doe.
Let's do this.
Get him up a little bit further. Let's get another free reload, so we don't need to do that.
On Overwatch. Got it covered.
I think I can another Archon.
Commander, I'm sending reinforcements in from the Avengers reserves.
Who did we get? Some random ranger. Could be pretty useful, to be fair. We'll move them up to this side, 'cause I think that's where those Archons are going to show up. This squaddy should at least get in some cover.
Understood. Moving out. Got it covered.
Joe the Doe. We need to start moving up and get eyes on this objective. Why am I having so much trouble with that tile?
No problem, boss.
There we go. Okay, nothing.
Moving to Overwatch.
Not going to take any further chances. Just going to get the reloads
Ready to
in.
engage. Into Overwatch.
And the Overwatch is
I'm
down.
on it. Scanning.
That works for me.
Got it covered.
On Overwatch. Affirmative. Covering now. Got it covered.
Let's see if they wander into our line of sight, because I think there's Archons on the right. Okay, that's not a problem.
Menace 1-5, be advised, we've picked up hostile reinforcements inbound on your position.
Okay. Joe the Doe needs to move up to this spike. Get some line of sight, but on the way,
Whatever you say.
he might just do his favourite trick.
I'm on it.
Let's have an Overwatch.
Come get some.
I mean, I'm not sure what JC2K's combat range is here, but I'm pretty sure he can see that, so I don't need to break cover.
I'm on it.
Take Alarius. Same story, I think.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Overwatch.
Yeah, I think they're gonna get cut to fucking ribbons if they try and land there. Which obviously they are. No if about it.
Overwatch.
Let's reload while we can. They don't have long watch, so no point overwatching with the rifle. Let's move our expendable rookie up
Heading to that
with the
location.
shotgun to help clean this up.
Overwatch.
And Tom DS with Guardian. Yeah, why not?
Overwatch.
I should probably have reloaded Tom DS actually. Doesn't matter. Okay, they're about to have a really bad day. I thought there was going to be a heavier pod, like mechs and stuff. Blade Storm. Ow. And then... oh, he's stunned. Incredible. Thought he was hitting Joe the Doe then. Oh, it's an unfortunate miss with the shotgun, but we
Still moving.
2 damage on the Blade Storm. Did he stun? I thought I saw a stun symbol appear for a second. If he's just stunned the whole pod. He has! He's put the whole fucking pod to sleep. Jesus Christ. But he got to move just enough to trigger a whole load of Overwatch. Oh my god. It's like that scene in fucking Full Metal Jacket. Oh, that's great. There we go. Well, that's comedic. Well, we can pick those off at our leisure with snipers and such. Let's take our best shot over here. Yeah. It's quite embarrassing when your sniper can't hit a dude literally on his knees having a nap. So 77 or 73 in a poison. Let's go for that option. Because I think we'd need to roll real good to get the kill with the sniper. Ooh, it crits. If that leaves them on 1 health, then we can overwatch. Yeah, we can overwatch.
Come get some.
That officer is going to die. Reload and overwatch with Tom DS.
We're green to go. Moving to Overwatch.
Azimuth will just heal himself, I guess. And Overwatch. Fact.
Give him a heal.
I'll leave him open because I might want his threat assessment aid protocol. Let's pop this guy. In fact, I sort of want to pop him with someone who's actually going to get experience for it. What about John Carr? Or Tecularius? Can you see him? 64. We'll give Tecularius the option. The opportunity. Yeah! Nice.
Who's keeping score?
That's some good shit.
Training ammo fast.
Okay. That's not even an object that exists anymore. I can go right through it. Let's move up a smidge then.
Handle that.
Ooh,
Menace 1-5,
there's contact.
Visual confirmation on the disruptor. Destroy it and let's get the hell out of here
Aha.
before it's too late.
Didn't move quite far enough to contact that pod, which is great. We can rapid fire this thing down. Don't need to use the snipers. Not quite sure what happened to my first round of shooting's damage. It just seemed to glitch out and not happen, which was a bit sad. Doesn't appear that my snipers can see that objective, which is annoying. Joe the Doe probably have to deal with it next time. JC2K doesn't need to do anything. Ooh, he could. Oh no, he doesn't have the range on the rocket. So you can finish it with a rocket launcher. Maybe next time we can get him into this position.
On the move.
Let's move him up and Overwatch.
Got it covered.
Actually, you know what? It would be nice to get the Grenadiers some experience, so I'll just give it a off message. There we go.
That's how it's done.
Just
Going to need to reload
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Oh, hair trigger. We'll get a reload then, and Overwatch.
Rock and Overwatch.
And Jake Burns, you can chill out here in Overwatch, I
Moving
guess.
on target location. Affirmative, covering now. I'm on it.
So many soldiers on the field now, it's getting hard to keep track. Yeah, I think that vehicle is just perfectly placed to block squad sight of shots. Reload.
Ready to go.
That's our final free reload, I think. And let's pop this thing. Let's blow this thing and go home. Alright.
Target destroyed. Excellent work, Menace 1-5. Shen, what's our status?
Whatever it was, destroying it seems to have lifted the disruption field. Engine control systems are coming back online. We should be clear to take off within 60 seconds.
Commander, we can take off on your order. We should get the squad on board and get moving.
Yep, so we're going to cover Joe the Doe's retreat back to the ship. Everyone's just going to dig in and Overwatch. And hopefully nothing really wonky happens.
Overwatch. Affirmative, covering now.
Nope, here they come.
Forces on the ground.
Yeah, run through that fire, genius. Wow, and that's the officer. He's supposed to be the brains of the operation.
Bringing in reinforcements.
Okay, yeah, now it's going to spice up.
Menace
So,
1-5, be advised, we've picked up hostile reinforcements inbound on your position.
let's look at our options for deleting some motherfuckers here. That thing can blow up. So it would be nice to hit that with an explosion. However, I can't do that and hit these guys, and I'd like to shred the mech. So actually, we'll leave that burning officer to his fate, and we'll deploy a rocket launcher.
Target locked.
Gotta love the range on that thing. Now we see what our squad sight snipers can see, because we've done all the shredding we're going to be able to do. I mean, it's not inspiring. I'd rather have Winger on Overwatch to cover this, probably.
I'm on it.
Tom DS certainly, because of Guardian.
Got it covered.
Azimuth, again, is sitting put. Joe the Doe. Might want to serial with Joe the Doe here. See what we can do first. Wow, our odds of doing anything with this are just terrible. 15% is our best shot. But it lands! Holy fuck. Okay.
That armor's tough.
Unexpected and pleasing. Tigularius can't really do much here. These guys can't do anything on the turn that they land, so I'm quite comfortable to just move Tigularis into open ground with no cover and overwatch him.
Scanning.
We'll start rotating
Not a problem.
towards the right to face this new threat.
Got it covered.
Same with off message.
On my way.
And
Got it
Jessica
covered.
Hall. Jake Burns, the newbie, he can... I don't want to remove Sofware over that I risk exposing something hidden back here, so Jake Burns can chill. Just weighing my options here for what damage I could cause, because I reckon I could do some nasty shit to these guys. Let's throw an axe at the mech. Ooh, it crits. That's nice. Let's pop cereal.
Kill confirmed.
Let's see if we can nail that mech down. Actually, 66 is not great, is it? If that goes wrong, I don't have any recourse. I thought my odds would be better than 66, I've got to say. I might have to move closer in order to be safe here, somewhat confusingly. Counterintuitively, I suppose would be the word. Yeah, let's shimmy up a bit.
I'm going.
I don't want to get too close in case there's something hidden at the back of the map, but 82, I like those odds. There we go. Now we're relatively safe because we've got untouchable and we've dealt with the main threat.
Well, how about that?
So let's pop that Lancer if we can. We certainly can.
Impressed yet?
No, we're untouchable, so we could pretty much just leave. There's no real benefit to shooting at that officer because we are at maximum rank with Joe the Doe. He doesn't need the experience to benefit from killing that guy. It just gets this pod off our back to thin them out and then leave and have untouchable. So then we'll just move back.
Whatever you say.
These guys land, and hopefully we cut them to ribbons when they deploy. That's a bigger pod, and a weirdly like ragdolled, T-posed mech there for some reason. What are they gonna do?
Advent forces sighted.
2 mechs in one pod, and an officer, and a stun lancer. That means business. Oh, missing the first one, upsetting. Those were good though. Oh, upsetting. The stock miss, finishing them off though.
That's right.
The rookie, or the Newbie, I should say. He's not a rookie. Squaddy, I think. Jessica Hall. She has a stock. Didn't even know that.
Not even close.
Alright. Do we have any grenades left? Because that's quite an annoying position for that officer.
Back online.
Grenades, 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 grenades. We've got Mimic Beacon, so, I mean, just sort of negate this entire situation, really. How's about... This is definitely a situation where John Carr wants to be involved, but they have an Overwatch we need to break first. Might as well try and break it with... Ooh, actually, no, they're in a good position to grenade this. Let's get rid of this guy's cover first. Ideal. Then we can lightning hands this mech. Break Overwatch, or we could not do that. That could happen.
Negative damage.
Let's try that again. That's what I wanted to see. Now we can move freely. So Jessica Hall wants to move up a bit
Heading to that location.
and go for a shred on the more annoying target. Who next?
Went off the armor.
Who else can shred?
Running dry on ammo.
Anyone? Tigularis is our Mimic Beacon deployer, so he's reserved. We will move up off message
On my way.
as close as we can get him. No fucks given about cover. And try for another shred. That's fine. Extra damage. It all adds up.
Target still up.
Because JC2K can probably do the rest of the legwork from here. Azimuth, what have you got? Very good chance to murder things is what you've got. JC2K is going to move up here.
I'm on it.
He's going to lightning hands this guy, possibly killing him, or maybe... Yeah, well, lightning hands the guy at the back. Yeah, as I expected, doesn't quite kill him, but we're about to face off.
Holding.
Which should kill a whole bunch of stuff. He's gone. He's gone. And you guessed it, he's fucking gone. No Mimic Beacon required.
Target eliminated.
John Carr's just a fucking machine. Or more aptly, a machine killer? A killing machine? A machine killing... Killer machine... I don't know. Fuck it. We will Overwatch with Azimuth.
Overwatch.
And... just start peeling everyone back, I guess.
What's over there? Moving to Overwatch.
Take your Larius. Can pull back.
Here I come.
And Overwatch.
I'm on it. Come get some.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Joe the Doe's just going to book it back because he's the bottleneck in our escape right now.
Double time.
Officer continues to burn in the distance. Is he going to come steaming in?
More of them coming in.
Aha. Okay, well, we'll probably need to deal with that pod as well.
Be advised, we've picked up hostile reinforcements inbound on your position.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Well, they're going to regret standing there. That's all I'm going to say. Let's start pulling everyone back still, but within killing range of that
Heading out.
that deployment flare.
Finally. Heading out.
Yeah, this all
hope
looks
it's worth
good. Just calls, just kind of annoyingly far out. Well, there's fine actually. Should make it to the pad next time with that move.
Position confirmed. I'm on it.
Got it covered. On Overwatch. Affirmative. Covering now.
Yeah, they're gonna have a real bad time when they
Moving
land.
to Overwatch.
Like a real bad time. Oh yeah, you can go in here as well.
Good copy. Moving on target. I'm on it.
It's gonna be a party.
Scanning. Need to find some new cover. Cover my flank.
It's another big pod. Have a blade storm. Get stunned. Have an Overwatch. It's looking good so
Check
far.
it before you get too close.
If anyone makes it out of the movement from this pod, I'll be amazed. Yeah, no, he's so fucked. Oh my god, guys, someone hit him.
Not even close. Yeah, I didn't get it.
Yeah, surely this is going to kill him just with 3 damage miss. Nope, he's got a little bit of health left from somewhere. Ah, there we go.
Shot failed to connect.
Jessica Hall with the catch. Yeah, always nice. Now what? Now we just murder everything, I guess. I mean, John Carr, just... what do we want? We want to shred this guy first. Oh man, it's all just come together real nice. I know I may have just jinxed it a little bit, but
Negative ammo. I'm spent.
there's only so much that could go wrong at this point. I can sense Steve Mumford just like wincing as I'm saying these incredibly jinx-inducing things. You're out of ammo and I can't bother to deal with you anymore. Go run away.
I'm all over it.
Let's start shooting the mech.
Deflection.
And same again. There we go. Yeah, blue screen rounds are just awesome. And let's, you know, start dealing with this guy. This is incredibly sedate.
Weapons burning ammo fast. Let's do this.
Get another kill for Azimuth. I'm not sure he's had a promotion this mission. I don't think he has. That fucking boltcaster.
Oh, you see that?
Yeah, let's start getting everyone on the pad.
Already there. I'm going. 10-4. Got it covered to go.
And now it doesn't matter what they do. Drop another 3 pods all around us.
Looks like they called in some friends.
Because we can just leave. I could feasibly keep the squad on the field here for a while and farm XP until everyone's got promotion and stuff.
Moving out.
But it's pretty gamey and it wouldn't be that entertaining to watch, I suspect.
Tired of waiting around.
So we will just get the fuck out of Dodge. So left off Avenger. Are we happy that everyone is on board? Everyone is on board. Just gonna go right through to let Jitherdo again. Yeah. Recover soldiers. 0 soldiers remaining.
Excellent work, Commander. Looks like the Avenger lives to fight another day.
Okay, took minor damage there. It's pretty good going. Because that mission can go very sideways very quickly. Ominously silent loading screen. Not quite sure why. Oof, right, it was a really long loading screen that I will definitely be cutting out. Just one promotion for off message. Ah, he's got Phantom. That's a really weird thing to get. It could be useful. It could just be really annoying and prevent me from doing things with Overwatch. We'll see. Hail of Bullets is a ridiculous ability. It sort of runs counter to having a superior stock, though, because the whole point of it is that it guarantees you hit. Launching throwing grenades, not in your turn. Ah. Right, so getting to fire twice. That synergizes, conversely, very nicely with a superior stock. So let's go with Salvo. Now, what the hell's going on in the metagame here? I forget. Okay, good. We've recovered Winch's mental state. 6 days till Twom is a functioning psyop. Yeah, just cool. Got a promotion. Might as well attend to that. I mean, when you've got that many grenades, I kind of prefer to have the option of suppression at least. So we'll take suppression. I find suppression is of questionable merit in XCOM 2 compared to XCOM 1. So I feel like I should start experimenting more with using demolition. But I don't know. Grenade use is so prevalent that I tend to use that instead. We'll see. Maybe in another playthrough I'll do some messing around. Don't think there's anything I can do except carry on building this radio relay.
Setting course for West Africa.
Hopefully they don't send another UFO anytime soon. And Shadow Project.
Central, Commander, excellent. My analysis of the fragmented Codex data is almost complete. The information I've uncovered so far outweighs the loss of the Shadow Chamber, as you'll see.
Is that an elder? Haven't seen one in at least a decade.
Yes, and I believe I now understand why. The Elders appear to be afflicted with an aggressive form of tissue degeneration, rapid muscular atrophy, to a degree I had not even thought possible.
So they're dying. Sounds like our job just got a whole lot easier.
As with most things involving this adversary, it's never quite that simple. The Elders have been aggressively searching for a cure to their condition for centuries. Each time they encountered a new species, they procured what genetic information and material they required and moved on to the next world. Until now. I believe they found something in us. Something important enough to cause them to take root.
A cure?
Not that I can determine. Several key files were previously deleted as part of something called the Avatar Directive.
Avatar. We need those files.
Were I to gain access to a fully functioning codex, I might be able to recover them.
Or blow the entire ship to hell this time around.
I didn't say I needed the creature here, Bradford. I am confident I could access the unit remotely, provided your soldiers can get close enough to it in the field without destroying it first.
That we can arrange, Doctor.
Looks like we're going to be skulljacking a codex.
New objective added.
Cool.
It looks like we've got our work cut out for us, Commander.
Yeah, weirdly, I think because of the order in which I've done this, the cutscene that was in a previous episode shows the Shadow Chamber being basically completely totaled. In fact, you can see it in that state right now. And he's saying the loss of the Shadow Chamber, but I can still do projects because I haven't finished them all. It's kind of weird. Cover the advanced status suit. I might just do this now, because, I mean, I'm not sure what we're working on.
I am still hard at work on the current research priority, Commander.
Powered armor is good. However, it's not critical right now, as far as I'm concerned. And the rest is just autopsies, none of which are instant. So, yeah, I mean, the only thing that might take precedence would be doing datapad decryption. But again,
The Elders have always been
no particular
elusive.
rush.
Aside from the occasional monument, I don't imagine most of the people in the city centers have ever actually seen one in person. Knowing now that the Elders are apparently suffering at the hands of some terminal affliction explains their absence from the public eye. More importantly, what sort of ailment could possibly be beyond their vast curative abilities?
I don't know, Tygan. I just don't know. Yeah, we got 3 blocks left on the Avatar project, so it's not, you know, getting the intel now is not not something we need to rush. And we're not short of money. This all sounds very positive. Ah, before I forget,
Commander?
Jesus. The
I don't think you'll
thing.
find anyone on board this ship who feels the least bit sorry to hear the Elders are dying off.
Oh God, I know.
If anything, morale probably got a boost once word spread outside of the senior staff. Of course, there's always a catch. They've always got a scheme. And I get the impression we're gonna end up part of their cure whether we like it or not.
Right, nice more foreshadowing dialogue. Basically, we need these, and I forgot about them a bit, neglected them. So, gaining more aim and critical hit on Overwatch is amazing, especially with Guardian on the specialist. Grenadier explosives being able to crit is pretty awesome. But getting +3 damage on flanked enemies is amazing. Additional chance to crit with melee is pretty nice too. That I don't consider very important. The 10% to crit on snipers, because we don't use sniper rifles that often. That is useful. Vengeance, but that's sort of if something's already going horribly wrong, which you would aim to be preventing to begin with. Lightning Strike's pretty great. I think that's very useful for beating the clock on the time stuff. I like the biggest booms, I gotta say. With 4 space bucks short of being able to afford both of these, I think crits on explosives could be a bit of a game changer. We already do a shitload of damage with our rangers, and yeah, I think the explosives for now. Might go and sell some stuff just to get the next one as well. I'm sure we've got some stuff.
Avenger plotting new course.
That mission was quite long, so this episode's probably massively overrunning, but you know, whatever.
Market is open.
Let's see what we can sell here. Probably don't need that many Illyrium cores. I'm not gonna I'm not going to sell them all the same. What can we get rid of? Probably just, I mean, we'll just do the bare minimum. I'll get rid of one officer corps. Screw it. That's the $4 we need. Oh, avatar's happening.
Commander, the aliens are still moving forward on the Avatar project. Taking out that facility would deal a serious blow to their efforts.
Right, let's carry on building.
Course for the West African sector.
And we'll pick up that ranger ability in the proving grounds. Not proving grounds, whatever the hell it's called. I always forget its name. Guerrilla Tactics School. Hunter's Instinct, there we go. Oh my god, another Avatar project progress. Suddenly this is looking a bit more time sensitive.
Commander, the aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project.
Ooh.
If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast.
Did I actually assign the research? No, I've just been doing no research like an idiot. Oh my god. Well, that's not true. It's been working on power armor, but, you know, I want this. So we'll do that. Excellent. We have facilities we can hit, so I'm not concerned about the Avatar project for now. What would we want to be doing ideally? We're out of supplies. We're low on intel, so seems like an obvious choice to me to go and sit on the Resistance HQ and just farm some intel up.
Setting course for Western United States.
Oh, actually, what's here? I think it's just alloys, which we don't really need. It's alloys and intel, I'd be into it. Doesn't matter, because we've immediately got this to deal with. Fucking hell. An extra engineer? Not really that funky. Resistance informant, retaliation counter, I don't really care about that. Scientist would be nice, and not losing loads of supplies would be nice, because now we could do with a cash dump. Very difficult to destroy the alien relay. Okay. West Africa. Looks like we're going to West Africa. I think... Yeah, I mean, I don't know what this event is. It's probably going to be Avatar progress or something, which doesn't worry me. I think having the supplies would be nice. So we're going to do this. Yep, Operation Crypt Claw.
Setting
Let's do
course
it.
for Sector 11, West Africa.
Because we're going to need to be paying for more squad upgrades soon. In terms of equipment.
Commander Tygan and Shen aren't going to be happy if we don't put the Skulljack to good use. We should have one of our soldiers equip it before they deploy.
And we will do that. But not now. Look at that next time. So that has been the dreaded UFO interception shoot-down mission. Went better than I expected. I kind of expected it to be a bit more intense than that, to be honest. I think we've reached a point in the curve where getting plasma tech has really softened the difficulty. So hopefully we can snowball and get these aliens off the planet pretty soon. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time for Operation Crypt Claw. See you in a bit. Hey guys, so that was episode 36? 36. So, we should be pretty much caught up now. There have been a couple small changes. I've introduced a new goal for reaching 15 patrons. Got some rough ideas in the works for a new reward tier and some possible scheduled streaming. There is already now a new $2 tier. If you're already pledging $2 or more, you should adjust your pledge to use that tier, because it won't automatically bump you into it and I can't move you. So if you do that, that'd be ideal. And with that out of the way, thank you very much to ATCB, Chris Clark, Orion, Peter Hughes, Stev, Steam Girl, Steve Mumford, and Tekula Eus for your continued support. Catch you guys next time.